The Idaho Steelheads return back to downtown Boise for Game 3 of the Mountain Division Finals, with the series even up at 1 game apiece. Hello, hockey fans. Cam McGuire with you here from the Idaho Central Arena as the Kansas City Mavericks and Idaho Steelheads getting ready to do battle tonight at 7:10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Well, for Idaho, they traveled to Kansas City for the first 2 games of this series and fell 4-2 on Saturday before a bounce-back win on Sunday as they trailed 2-1 heading into the third period, but Keaton Mastrodonato and Ty Pelton-Bice would link up for a pair of goals in a stretch of less than 4.5 minutes apart from one another as Mastrodonato tied the game at 2 at 4:18 of the third period, and then Ty Pelton-Bice, the eventual game winner at 8:37 to make it 3-2 from Wade Murphy and Mark Rassel. The Steelheads showed resiliency throughout the regular season when trailing after 40 minutes of play, and that trend has continued into postseason play.
It was a big one for us to get there. Like you just said, we have a group that's never quit all season long, and going into the third period, our guys felt we were right there. We were going to get our chances. When we did, we'd make good on them, and sure enough, we did.
Well, after the Game 1 loss, Steelheads head coach Everett Sheen talked about how he thought his club got outplayed in terms of the physical battle. So they reinserted Connor Milamuk into the lineup for the Sunday game number 2. Milamuk, after the Steelheads went behind 2-1 on a 5-on-3 power play goal from Cole Koski in the second period with about 5 minutes left, dropped the gloves with 47 seconds left in the middle frame, and it really provided a spark for the club heading into the intermission and ultimately the third period comeback.
It was huge, just to show a little bit of pushback. I felt like we were not getting pushed around, but we weren't really doing pushing back. And for Connor to step up and do that for his teammates, and it was huge. And they let him know that that was huge for our group, and it carried the momentum through the intermission into the third period. And they ended up giving him the player of the game for that. Just a testament to how tight our group is and how every individual thing is rewarded here.
Well, like we mentioned, the next 3 games of this series will take place right here in downtown Boise. Now, the Steelheads in the regular season, a record on home ice of 24-11-0-1, where they sold out in 35 of the 36 games. But the Kansas City Mavericks, they set an ECHL record with 29 victories on the road. With Idaho now having home ice advantage in the series, head coach Everett Sheen knows that these next 3 games are crucial.
It's big, but it doesn't mean anything if we don't do anything with it. So we need to make sure we're ready here to go tonight and put our best foot forward and try to get game number 3 here.
The Steelheads look to take a 2-1 series lead on the Mavericks with the opening face-off coming up at 7:10 p.m. tonight. As always, you can listen on Sports Radio 95.3 FM and 1350 AM The Ticket. You can watch on Flow Hockey TV, and for those of you locally, you can tune in on KTVB Channel 7.2. This has been another edition of your Game Day Preview. I'm Cam McGuire. Thanks for watching.